How we doing, guys? Welcome to another video with me, Crazy Skin Dog, and this time we've got a morning session here at Castle Combe, and yeah, it's a bit chilly this morning. Probably should have worn a jumper, but got to rep the SRK jersey, haven't I? Yeah, so relatively tough session this morning. I think top 5 will be a good result, but feeling good, feeling up for it. We know how to drive the track. It looks a little bit moist at the moment, but that's just morning dew. Hasn't really rained or anything, so hopefully it's not too slippery. And there's nothing going on the track behind me at the moment because it's too early, but there is rally day here at Castle Combe today, which I'm going to be sticking around for later, so might have a bit of footage of that in, depending on how it goes. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's another day karting, isn't it? Let's go and have some fun. Okay then, guys, here we go, and heat 1, and as has been the case recently, this is my pole heat. It is my first heat, and different to normal, however, is that I have some very fast drivers in this one. So we have Ryan, the current championship leader, starting directly behind me in 3rd, and unbeknownst to me at the time, I believe 2nd was another very fast driver, Ben Churchill, I think it was. But yeah, we're going to wait for the green light, see if we can't win this heat, and yeah, there it is, away we go. Not the best start, but we're going to stay inside as always, take a decent line. That's a good run, but Ryan's just pulled an amazing switchback on us there, and yeah, we're just going to slot in behind. He looks over his shoulder, I look over my shoulder, he looks again, and I just give him the let's go symbol. Ryan's faster than me here. I don't want to lose out to the guy behind by battling with Ryan, so I'm more than happy at this point. He's already got through and started to put a gap. I'm more than happy to stay on his tail and try and stick to 2nd place here. Obviously, you never want to go backwards on your pole heat, but when the championship leader is right behind you, it's always going to be tough. And you see, I'm going defensive up the hill here, and Ryan's already pulled away. The win is not on the cards here, so 2nd place is what I've got to battle for here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know I can defend here. I've done it many times, so I've just got to do it one more time, haven't I? It's nice and simple. We know the defensive line, and I'm relatively happy with my pace. Quick check over the shoulder. Not actually going to defend this lap, so I must have been happy with the progress I was making. So that's a good sign. Not going to defend in here, but are going to slide like hell. That corner is still one I really struggle with. And yeah, it's not ideal. Coming around here, yeah, that's nice. Around the hairpin seems decent. Just messing up that corner after the pit, the S's section. Look over the shoulder. I go defensive here, so I assume that poor entry into the S's has cost me. And again, middle of the road here, a little bit better through there, but obviously I was going a bit slower because I took a tighter line. Yeah, let's see how we can take the hairpin this time. I'm going to get it a bit wrong, and yeah, no, I tried to defend the inside and defended too hard, missed the apex, and we're going to try a switch back at the top corner here, and he slows up enough to prevent that, and I end up just contacting the side of him, but nothing toward there. And unfortunately that was the last lap, so yeah, just over defended going into the hairpin, left the switch back open, and yeah, P3 for my pole heat is never the way you want to start the day, but 2 very fast drivers that are going to be at the front of the A final come the end, so yeah, we'll get our head down and see how heat 2 goes. Okay guys, so we're on the grid already for this one, and you can see getting put back into position because we had quite a break, and after being rolled back, that guy just decides to roll back to where he come from. Interesting tactic, but yeah, we're starting 3rd in this one, and we get a good start. Barry gets a worse start than P2, but we're going to try and follow Barry through because inside generally wins here. And no, it's not going to go. We're going to go 3 wide, catch the guy in front as he slows up, and yeah, we we got sandwiched there. Basically 3 wide into the chicane, and with a guy right in front of us, it just wasn't going to go, and then he over defends into the top corner, and we take that position. So we're up into P2. Seb was one of the ones, unfortunately, to get caught up in the 3 wide incident at the start as well. So yeah, another hard heat because we've got Seb starting behind us in this heat. So we've got up to P2, so hopefully we can maintain that. Going to try and close in on Barry here, see what we can do. But yeah, there was a few transponder issues at the start of this heat, unfortunately, so we were sat on the grid for a while. But it's all good. The guys were turning around the heat super quick as always, and yeah, I'm just head down trying to catch up to Barry here. Don't think I'm being challenged behind. I think unfortunately Seb's been caught up in all of that madness from behind, so it's going to take him a little while to manoeuvre through that, which will hopefully buy me enough time to finish ahead of him in this heat, because we know how fast Seb is. He's certainly gonna be right on my tail come the end, and so it's head down, clean laps, try and catch Barry, but he's maintaining this gap quite nicely. Get that wrong, yeah, get that well wrong, clobber that barrier, and it's just like a tar pit. It didn't look too bad on camera, and I didn't think it would be as bad as it was, but it just seems as soon as the side of your car hits that rubber barrier, it just wants to grab the car and pull you to a stop, and just kills all of your momentum. So any work I'd done catching up to Barry is now undone, and I probably have to start looking over my shoulder and worrying about Seb catching me up. And yeah, we get a little bit of a slide on into the hairpin that time. Not the most efficient way to do it. But yeah, look over the shoulder, but I'm not going defensive yet, so I assume Seb's still catching up to me. But yeah, we're going to be happy if we can keep hold of this P2, especially after instant start, and then we see a checkered flag. We do take a P2, so we've got a P3 and a P2. Barry's going to be stoked to take that heat win there, and yeah, there we go, fist bump, great drive by Barry there, and yeah, Seb behind me. So yeah, unfortunately that was just a really messy start. It wasn't, I think it was some inexperience from the guy on my left. He tried hanging it around the outside of me, probably not realising that Seb was on the inside. It was already going to be tough, too wide, but yeah, so we go. Just showing Seb what happened, but yeah, that was an alright result. We'll take a second and we'll jump on into Heat 3. Okay then guys, so as always they were super efficient at Castle Combe, and I didn't have time to record a vlog in the middle of the heats. So yeah, we're just going straight through the 4 heats today, and this one I'm starting from 5th on the grid, right at the back. So yeah, we really need a good result from this one. And we see the green light's going to come on pretty quick. There it is, straight away, and away we go. We get a decent start. 4th is going to try and get over to the right. I'm not allowing that. And Jamie's going to try and go up the inside, and we're just going to follow Jamie through. We give him a nudge there because it's after the apex, so we haven't loaded him there. We've actually done him a favour and hampered myself, as I've ended up behind this guy. Yeah, you always want to be on the inside here, and I try to switch back, but he's just not quite opened the door enough for me there. And yeah, I know I'm faster than him, I'm feeling it, I'm catching up a lot, and then he slows down going into here, and slows down on the straight, and he's waving his arms at me. I mean, I'll pull a switch back here, because he's too distracted waving his arms. I never want to make contact with someone, and I didn't get black and white for that. I got a warning after the heat. I never want to make contact with someone, but if you slow down coming out the exit of a flat out corner onto a straight that is also flat out, I'm not hitting the brakes in a flat out section. If it's a casual public session, then yeah, I'll get out of the way. In a race situation, I am not hitting my brakes on a flat out section. And you see the 2 guys in front going side by side. That's Jamie there with somebody, I'm not sure who the other driver is, he's in the rented gear. And then we help Jamie again, we give him a nudge after the apex and push him on through. And then we're going to try and follow Jamie now, we're going to try and switch back. No, it's just too tight around that section. So yeah, there's a lot of contact in this one, which is not something I ever want to do. That guy slides and we're going to try to switch back. Yep, we got the inside line for the right hand part of the chicane, and that means we win the chicane and we get up into 2nd place. Yeah, I never want to make contact, and there's been quite a lot in this heat for one of my videos. The 2 instances where I've knocked Jamie are both after the apex, and actually as a driver I appreciate those knocks because it gets my momentum up, and as you've seen in both instances it only harms my momentum, and it's actually both times ended up with another driver in between me and Jamie, so it's actually probably hampered my chance of overtaking in the long run. But I have cleared those 2 other drivers, and now we're just chasing Jamie down for the end of this race to try and take the victory. As for the other one, I don't know why you slow down on a flat out section, and then see the checkered flag, and Jamie takes the win. And yeah, that was a great drive from Jamie. That was a tough one. His thumbs up between us there. That was a tough one because the other guys, we were faster than them, but they were not letting us through easy. which is fair enough. They're entitled to race us. Obviously, that's what we were there for. But yeah, that was an interesting one. Lots more contact than I like. But we got another P2, so that's second, third as our results. So let's jump in heat 4 and see how we finish up. Okay guys, so heat 4, and ironically this is probably my easiest heat of the day, despite the fact that I'm starting third. All higher numbers around me, so I've actually had a bit of a backwards day in terms of my heats getting easier as the day goes on, despite my grid positions getting lower. So yeah, starting P3, I have started all odd, so that's always good. Yeah, waiting for the green light, there it is, away we go. First doesn't seem to get a great start, nor to say nobody seems to get a great start really, so I guess we all got a good start. We're going to try and hang it to the inside, and there we go, we get up the inside and we've gone third to first in the first corner. Dream start, it just can't really go any better than that, can it? So yeah, semi-defensive up to the top corner, and now it's heads down. I know I should be faster than everybody else on this grid. There was only 4 karts in this heat as well, so I should be faster than 3 other drivers on this grid, and yeah, I'm in the lead, I'm where I want to be, and I know what I'm doing, so it's just heads down, away we go, get this first place finish to get me in that A final. I was checking the scoreboard before this, and yeah, my 2 seconds and a third had put me in a decent place, and I knew that if I won this, I was going up into top half or so of the A final before the last heat or two. I think if I win this, I go into 4th before the last couple of heats, but obviously there's drivers that can knock me down in those last few heats, and yeah, so we're well happy with this at the moment. I'm doing what I need to, driving well, head down, and we can see the 3 guys there halfway down the straight. We're used to seeing this in the opening heat when I start pole, but I assume they've had some kind of incident or something, or they're all first timers or not very familiar with the track. But yeah, we can see they're just going across the start finish line as I'm coming through the chicane, so this is comfortable at this point. It's just do my laps, try and set a fast time, see what we can get in terms of fastest lap, and yeah, just kind of secure these 10 points and get into the finals, and see where it puts us. We're hoping for an A final. Obviously I'm pushing for that top 10 overall. I'm 11th before today, and yeah, so it's last round coming up in October, and yeah, so we need a good result today, and this is putting us in good stead for a good quali. And there we go, we take the checkered flag, we take the victory in our final heat, and yeah, we'll double check where that's put us in the finals and stuff, and get into that one in a moment. Okay guys, how we doing? So we finished the heats. I didn't do a mid-heats vlog today because we didn't have time. There's 28 of us, so the heats are flying through thick and fast. As always, they're super fast, super efficient here at Combe with getting the heats through and done. And so I didn't manage to have time, but they've gone all right. Pole heat, I had Ryan behind me, and then another regular whose name I've forgotten, unfortunately. Haven't raced against him much, but he's fast. So my pole heat actually dropped back to 3rd, which wasn't ideal. And then my second heat, I can't remember now, it was a while ago, seemed all right though. I think I was 2nd, 3rd. And heat 4, I started from 3rd. I think I had Seb in my heat, one of them, and that was a big pile up going into the chicane. That wasn't ideal. And then that last heat, I was starting last, but I was confident I had the pace to get through, and as you saw, managed to do it, get ahead and just pull away. So they are just working out the results. I think I'm 6th or 7th. You only get a quick glance at it before it disappears off the screen, before they go off to work it out. So yeah, I'm going to start 6th or 7th in the A final. Probably kind of hoping for 7th, to be honest, so that I can start on the odd side of the grid. But it's all to play for now. We're in the A final, that's always the first aim. So yeah, just gotta hope there's some chaos ahead, make the most of it and score some decent points in what is the penultimate round of the championship, see if we can sneak into that top 10 overall right at the death. Yeah, gonna set ourselves up good for next time, hopefully. But yeah, you can hear the rally cars blasting around. I'm looking forward to watching some of those in a bit. And yeah, we'll hop on into the final, see how it goes. Okay then guys, we're starting to head to the grid for the A final, and yeah, I can't remember what grid position it was. We'll see when I get onto the grid, but you can see the drivers that are ahead of me. We got Ben Chick directly in front of me, Jamie in front of him, then we got Marley Joff, then we got Seb, then we got Ryan, and we got Harrison, and it's P7 for me, so I'm on the inside of the grid exactly where I want to be, but all those names in front of me are very fast, so it's going to be a tough one to improve here. But we're waiting for the green light. There it is, away we go, and we get a decent start, but 8th gets a better start. But we're going to follow Jamie up the inside, and yeah, it's going to get a bit tight up ahead. They're going to try and go side by side. I'm going to see Ben up the inside, and then I try to avoid Jamie. Unfortunately there I do clip him into the barrier, which sends him backwards a bit. So yeah, sorry to Jamie for that. Definitely not intentional. We see Ben going up the inside there. I'm going to try and follow him through. No, and then I realise I'm probably going to lose a position if I try to fight that too much. So I just slot back in behind Marley here, and yeah, we see Marley bouncing everywhere. One of the karts we nicknamed Skippy the Kangaroo because it was just bouncing all over the place. Don't know what was up with it. But yeah, keep an eye on Marley in the blue and black ahead as I have to go defensive up the top of the hill there, and we'll see him. Yeah, there we go. He bounces a little bit going into the S's there, but it's really pronounced at the hairpin down here. We'll see just how bad a corner he gets as he's bouncing all over the place, and I just catch right up to him. I was a good 2 or 3 kart lengths back going into the braking zone. Coming out of the corner, I'm on his tail. He has a glance over. I feign up the inside, but I'm going to take the racing line, try and switch back. He keeps it under control and stays ahead, and then I end up giving him a nudge there. Unfortunately, I think he's not confident in his car because it's bouncing all over the place. And then we see the brakes on here. I'm going to go for a switchback, and we see he just bounces out of my way. I didn't make any contact with him there. It was just the car bounced like mad and just sent him wide and gave us a free position. And we're up to 5th place in an A final. This is uncharted territory. We've been here once this season, and that's it. And we can see there's a great battle going on ahead. The top 4, the names of those 4 drivers, we've got Ryan Taylor, Seb Miller, Harrison Earl and Ben Chick. Those are 4 names that I don't beat very often, if at all. So yeah, we're not expecting any more out of this, but there is a good battle going on ahead, so it's all about just getting my head down and seeing what happens, and if I can pick up any pieces. You can see they're battling all the way around here, and if you want to see the full battle, Harrison actually has his video up, so check out his channel. It's linked on my page, and yeah, they had a great battle. Unfortunately for me, it's going to hold them up a bit. You see Ben's caught up to the back of them, and I'm still a little bit of a way off, but I'm hoping I can get involved, or they can have some kind of incident, and maybe, just maybe, we can think about a Combe podium, because the last round is going to be hard. The top, I think it's 30 drivers, are going to be in the same session rather than being split 50-50 as they have been all year, so it's going to be the hardest round of the year. So yeah, not expecting much in way of podium chance in that round, but this one, let's see what's coming up. We're gaining. We're not gaining fast enough, but we are gaining. As we see, they are battling quite a lot, and that has brought us right into it. As we see, we gained a lot around this lap, and the top 2 have pulled away a little bit, but Harrison and Ben are in reach, and then the top 2 battling there, and that pulls Harrison and Ben back in, and I'm going to get interested in there. And then we've got a bit of contact ahead, and that pulls me right in, and so now we're in the train. And there's the checkered flag. You see Ben drops his head back just in the same frustration as you heard in my voice there. What a fantastic final. Sorry to Jamie for the incident at the start. I tried staying out of it, but yeah, got to take every gap I can in an A final. And yeah, you see we had a bit of a crowd there from the rally day. So yeah, that was a great A final. We took P5, joint best result of the year. I don't think I can go into the last round any better. So hopefully that's put us in contention for a top 10 slot come the end of the year. Okay guys, how we doing? So we've had the finals, and yeah, really good result in the end. I took P5 overall on track, which is, before the day, about the best I can wish for, to be honest. Being number 6, some really good drivers, really fast drivers around me. Qualified for 7th in the final in the end, and managed to get a move made from the start. Just chose the right direction in the chaos that is a start here, and yeah, just stuck it there. And then unfortunately Marley in front of me had a bit of a kart issue, and it was just skipping everywhere. So coming through the hairpin, he was just skipping wide every time. So that just opened the door for me. And then top 4 were battling quite hard. So I managed to catch up to them, but I probably need another 4 or 5 laps on the race to have a chance to attempt anything. So I'll take P5 though. I'm pretty sure that's my best result of the season, if not joint best result of the season. Good points heading into the last round. So yeah, happy with that. Okay then guys, so here we've got the final results, and we can see there Ryan taking the win, Harrison taking fastest lap and pole bonus points, but dropping to 3rd unfortunately for him. And yeah, we see confirmation of my P5 overall, and a rare thing, my fastest lap 24.99 was the 4th fastest of the day, and actually faster than Ryan and Seb, so I'm the fastest, it's confirmed, right? No, those guys were battling all through the final and I had clear track, but still it's good to have that pace, know I've got it in me, and know I've got the speed to fight for these podiums. It was really a good confidence builder for me, this one. I felt really good, raced well, just needed to defend a bit better in my first heat, and then the heat where I finished 2nd, where there was a bit of chaos at the start. I think there was potential to win that one, so I did leave a few points on the table in qualifying that would have put me further up and in better contention to fight for that podium from the start. But those are the fine margins, and hopefully we can improve on that going forwards. And then we will check the championship standings overall, and we will see that I'm not in the top 10 yet. I am currently P11, and we see Marley there is just ahead of me. And yeah, this is where I want to finish up. So hopefully I can squeak that in the last round. But as I said earlier, it's going to be hard because it's the top about 30 drivers, depends on attendance, but yeah, it's about the top 30 drivers will be all in the afternoon session. So it really is a final round shootout, as it were, so it's going to be a tough one. A final is going to be hard to make, but gotta hope I can do it, gotta believe I can do it. And you'll have to check out the video and see if I manage it. So we will see you in the next one.